Hi, welcome to another episode of Eat to Explore with Rowena. And today we are actually exploring South Korea and we are making Dak Bulgogi. So, bulgogi is beef, Dak Bulgogi is actually chicken bulgogi. So, delicious. Family loves it, adult loves it. And it's very common when you go to a Korean restaurant. That's kind of the barbecue, it's a big thing. All right, so this is our new look. We have it as a box sleeves, and every box kind of show the color of the flag of the country, and in this case, blue, red, and white for South Korea. And so let's unbox it. Now, South Korean box is also very special. I actually work with Chef Jae Jung. She's a Korean chef from South Korea. Um, our boxes, every box have a booklet, so to learn everything about the country. And here, South Korea, you get to learn about the landmarks, and of course, everything about kimchi is so important. There's actually a kimchi museum in South Korea, in Seoul. Um, and then you learn the geography, their language, their history, celebrations, their traditions. We always have movie suggestions for family and kids, books to read, and play some Korean music on Spotify. All right. So what else do we have here? So with the family edition of our box, you get a sushi mat actually to make your gimbap, and also you get all the spices and sauces. This is mung beans for the mung bean pancake. And then with our adult edition, we have added the drinks, so you can actually make mocktail cocktail that pairs very well with the food, as well as wine and cocktail and beer pairing. Of course, you will have soju, which is a very popular Korean drink. And so, shall we start? Oh, and I forgot to mention the three dishes that you make on your Korea box, South Korea box. You will be making gimbap, which is actually Korean, kind of like Korean roll, like sushi, but they call it gimbap. And today we're making the dak bulgogi, which is a barbecue meat. And then you got a mung bean pancake. So let's kick off and start our prep for the dak bulgogi. And first, I want to thank Melissa for this abundance of vegetables. We need broccoli rub, big bunch of broccoli rub. We need some garlic, some radishes to make our banchan, and scallion. But look at the bunch of scallion I got. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, step one of dak bulgogi. We actually have, if you can get Japanese pear, do Japanese pear. I actually just got borscht pear. Three scallions and then 5 cloves of garlic. So I'm gonna get that done. So 2, 4, 5. Okay. And now we're going to put them in the bowl. So I'm gonna peel the borscht pear first, and then we're going to grate them and put them in the marinade. You'll want to marinate for overnight, if not for at least 2 hours. Okay. I like to actually compost all my vegetables and fruit and meat. So if you want to check it out, I love meal. It's a great home compost machine. All right, put this aside. Now I'm gonna grate it straight in here. And then we're gonna add garlic as well as scallion. Okay, it's pretty easy. Just be careful when you do this with children. Um, the grater is really sharp. Okay, just turn it around. Okay. Just get as much as you can. All right, there you go. No, push to the side. Okay, let's mince the garlic, and we're gonna then put it in the same marinade bowl. I need 5. Actually, I need 1 more. This is 4. Right. The best way to peel is like just smash it, and then the skin will be super easy to remove. Need 1 more garlic. Okay, let's mince this. I love Korean barbecue. It's delicious, and then when you go to all Korean restaurant, they always give you banchan, which is like small dishes, side dishes. And we are actually going to make 2 type of banchan today. Okay, the best way to mince garlic is you hold your chef knife at one end and just go back and forth. You get a really good mince. And of course, you can also use a garlic presser if you have those as well. All right, now I'm going to put this all in here with the grated pear. And now I am going to slice up some scallion, 3 scallion, and then I'm just going to chop off the ends. And then you can put them together and just thinly slice them and put them also in the marinade. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it a little thinly sliced. Right? All this put in here. Next, we're gonna open up and put the sauce. We give you a the Dak Bulgogi sauce, and so we're gonna cut it and pour that in there, and we're gonna then add the chicken and let it marinate. Okay. So next, I got some chicken, boneless chicken, chicken thigh, boneless and skinless. And this is gonna go in here. And make sure you well mix it, and once you put it in there, make sure all the meat is covered with the sauce, the marinade. It's super easy. Now, okay. Let it sit. If you have the time, do this the night before, so it's really soak into the flavor. Okay. I'm gonna cover this and let it marinate. Okay, step 2, we are going to cut out the radish and also the broccoli rabe. So with the radish, you just need it to cut off the ends and then cut it into quarters. That's it. You want it a little chunky. Okay. So ends. So this is half a pound, 8 ounces. And then we're gonna pickle it. Yeah, the Korean and the Japanese eat lots of pickle. They are so good for you. Like kimchi is a kind of pickle as well. And it's good for your gut. And you can do it in many different flavors. So it can, like kimchi has chili in it. Or it could just be a little sweet, sour, sweet and salty as well. So, okay. Put this aside. And then we're going to chop up the broccoli rabe. This is to make your banchan, the side dishes. Okay. I got a big bunch of broccoli wrap here. Going to trim off the ends. And then you just have to roughly chop. If you don't like broccoli wrap, you can do spinach as well. There's some of them, they are a little bit not great. Look at them and check it out, and then just press it out. This is a big bunch. All right. Okay, now let's cook the rice. Okay, step 3, we are cooking the jasmine rice. I actually already pre-rinsed the jasmine rice, 1.5 cup of rice, and then we are going to add 2.25 cup water, and then also a pinch of salt. You know, it's actually kind of fun cooking. Like you can teach math to the kids and cooking it together. Now I'm gonna put this onto my stove and cook it at medium heat until it's nicely cooked. Okay, step 4, we're making the banchan namul, and so we are going to blanch the broccoli rub. And what we mean by blanch is actually boiling water with salt. You're gonna cook it for like 30 seconds to a minute. Make it like bright green, kind of partly cooked, and it will still be crunch. And then you put it. It's like a 2-step, and then you put it in the ice water to get that beautiful, preserve that beautiful green color of the vegetable. All right, I'm gonna slowly put in my vegetable. It's a lot here, so blanch it for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then make sure it's all submerged. And then I'm going to take it out and see it's starting to turn bright green. So it's a minute, and then we're gonna put it in my cold water here. Okay. You don't want to overcook it, so stir it a little bit. Okay. All right, I'm going to take it out now. I got this strainer. It's great. So I'm just going to put my ice water, shock it, keep it nice and green. Then I'll strain that. See? Right. This aside. You can see it. So my vegetable right here. So for the broccoli namu that we actually, the broccoli rub that we blanch, now we're gonna saute it with some garlic. The remaining garlic that we have reserved it before. So I actually use sesame oil rather than olive oil. You can use olive oil too, but sesame oil give it a nice smell, kind of fragrant as well. So saute this garlic quickly, and this is the blanch broccoli rub that we prepared earlier. So let this brown a little. Now we're gonna add the broccoli rubbing and salt, stir it, and okay. The salt. Like a minute or so. That's it. All right, now we're gonna prepare the radish. I'm gonna pickle it. So a little bit, get you marinated. We're gonna put 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 tablespoon of, I have the rice wine vinegar. Okay, or you can use apple cider vinegar too. This 2 tablespoon, and then we do one. I have fish sauce, or you can use Worcester sauce. I have 1 tablespoon fish sauce here. Stir it. I'm gonna add sugar. Actually, I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then a teaspoon of salt. And then a tablespoon optional of sesame oil. I love this. Okay. So then you're gonna put all the pickles, the radish in here, and let it marinate. Okay, you might want to stir it in a little bit. Okay. And we have sauteed the broccoli raw. I'm gonna add some sesame seed to it. And keep the rest for the bulgogi. Okay, now we're gonna broil the marinated chicken. So a bit of olive oil on my baking tray that has a aluminum foil. It doesn't stick to it. And I'm gonna use the broiler to cook the chicken. So here's the marinated chicken. I have marinated it overnight. And so you're just going to, I'm just gonna pour the whole thing in. Okay. Then you're gonna spread it out. So that it broils properly. Make sure it's all nicely spread out. We're gonna turn it, so let it cook first, and then we're gonna turn it afterwards. All right. So, all right, this is going to our broiler. Okay, here's our Dak Bulgogi, straight out of the broiler, and we're ready to serve. Okay, so here we go. This is Dak Bulgogi. I actually sprinkle some extra sesame seeds in there. You got your radish salad, your broccoli rub, and your white rice. So enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed cooking with me today. And we just finished making dak bulgogi, which is barbecue meat, Korean barbecue. Usually it's in beef, but today we make it with chicken, which is why it's dak bulgogi. So I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, another episode with Rowena. Bye.